Anthony Smith, you're Chief Executive of Transport Focused. We talk a lot about a customer-focused highway network. Are we getting there?
Yes, I think we are. It's early days, but the steps that are going to get us towards a true customer focus are being put in place. I think the first thing and the most important thing is that you have a professionalised, representative evidence base that you can bring to the party.
Yeah.
What do users think? It makes sense, it stacks up in terms of who's currently using the road network, and it clearly draws out current user satisfaction and their priorities for improvement. That's going to drive a huge amount of change, and we haven't really had that before.
So what do customers think about the highway network at the moment?
Broadly, I think they're quite content. I think the strategic road network is in reasonably good state. I think there's all sorts of things that do need to be done, but I think broadly it's okay. You can see that most people's experience most of the time is what they expect, and it's that sense of expectation that's very important.
But is there a difference between the work that Highways England is doing on the trunk road network and the motorway network, and the work that the local authorities are doing on the rest, the rump? There is a notable difference, is there?
Yes, I think you're seeing two worlds emerging to a degree. There's very different approaches to local road maintenance as opposed to what's going on the strategic road network. That's devolution. Is that devolution or a postcode lottery? Well, it depends on your point of view, but clearly users' experience is governed by the whole journey. Our job is to extract the bit about the strategic road network, but inevitably we're going to collect lots of data about other things.
But it's a challenge, isn't it, when you have a user experience which spans multiple networks? I mean, is that a resolvable issue for you?
Yes, it is. It is. I mean, on public transport, nobody lives at the station or lives at the bus stop. They have to get there. They're moving on at the other end. And you can survey the whole journey experience and extract the bits you need for certain purposes. But our main purpose is looking at the strategic road network.
So, what impact do you think you are having at Transport Focus on behaviours at Highways England, for instance?
I think it's reinforcing what Jim O'Sullivan has been pushing about this customer focus, and the fact you've got an independent body that's drawing up a huge evidence base is going to be enormously helpful in driving that change right throughout Highways England. It started, but of course it's easier at the top than it is at the bottom. And I think the push towards that will take some years.
So what impact do you think you are having, or you're likely to have, on the supply chain, actually trying to deliver services on the highways?
The supply chain is clearly, I think, blinking in the sunlight a bit at this new world of 5-year plans, but they're going to be asked to do more for less. They've got to become more efficient, and that is crucially going to involve coming up with new ideas.
Technology being at the heart of that.
Technology must drive this, because at the moment you've got very bright cars and very bright trucks and very dumb infrastructure, and getting the infrastructure more intelligent and marrying the two together is going to produce enormous benefits. This is as much about information as it is about tarmac.
So actually, what are you actually doing right now at Transport Focus? You're trying to put together, I suppose, the way of monitoring performance. I mean, so explain, what are you doing?
Key thing is to develop the new road user satisfaction survey. 20,000 people online, truck drivers as well as car drivers, measuring their satisfaction with the journey they've just done. Not what they think about the roads generally, but precisely the journey they've just done. We'll get them to focus on the strategic road network and report on it, and also report on how they feel. I think the emotional side of this is very important as well.
Finally, I suppose, what's success look like for you when it comes to the management of the highways network across the UK?
I think success is defined very clearly by three things, one of which is the safety statistics start going in the right direction. Secondly, we've developed a road user survey that people find useful, Highways England find useful, and is really driving change. And thirdly, the government sticks to its 5-year investment plan. That's what everyone needs and wants to gather around.
We'll watch with interest. Thanks very much for joining us.